Hey God, I want to show you people the most beautiful interview that you will ever see on the internet from now till 2027. Yes, the most beautiful interview you can ever see anywhere. How many of you remember this man, Buba Galadima? If there is one thing I remember this man for, he is old, but the guy is a bit talk. He is free with words, and he knows how best to express himself. Not politician, no. Not politician. I'm going to see the daughter, Zainab Buba Galadima. Now be this. Now her interview I won't play for her. I remembered one certain time, this guy was attacking the Buhari government. And somebody that he was on the same panel with, I think both of them are panelists somewhere on a program on TV, on live TV, on top national TV. Now I say, look at who is talking, attacking the Buhari government. His daughter is working in the villa. The daughter, they work for villa. You understand? That one no even shake up. He say, if like make my daughter they work for villa, that one no go stop me from saying the truth. I must speak the truth to power. I just say the man just the. Now I confirm and say this man, Buba Galadima, you, now man you be. This man and the daughter are of different political party, but almost like they have the same political ideology, and they respect themselves. No, say they disagree. They disagree on some things, but if you check the things that they agree on, na final. They agree on almost everything, but different political party. The man raised the daughter well. See, very eloquent, sweet, beautiful, intelligent young girl. No worry now. Now APC, but you go suppose she go talk about it. And she no sugarcoat them. She did not sugarcoat it. She even brought about her previous government, the previous government that she worked under, that is Tinubu, Buhari. Let me even make it clear. She worked under Vice President. Buhari's Vice President, Yemi Oshibanjo. She talked about that government, talked about this particular government, the APC in general, the coalition. Hey, the most beautiful interview you can ever see on the internet. Now me talk up. If you watch this video finish, you do not confirm me that this is the most beautiful interview that you would watch from now to 2027. Don't worry. Comment in the comment section. I will refund the money for your data. Get it? I will play this video for you now so that you understand this young, beautiful, brilliant outside girl, Arewa. Is she married? Because I don't fall for the girl and the woman, I don't know. Make Ula watch this video and meet me in the comment section. Look at the most beautiful interview you will ever watch from now to 2027. Watch this video. Let us now meet in the comment section. Go watch.
Everybody knows that. Yes. Even those who grew up with him knows that. Buba, troublemaker.
And funny enough, they think I'm his female version, but I think we're.
I think you are.
Really?
Come to think of it, are you not?
No, not as.
You're not as handful.
Well, it depends on the situation.
Yeah. But you have the activism in you.
Yes.
The political activism.
Yes, I do. But I am a bit disappointed, so I'm not too. You know, he believes so much in Nigeria, and sometimes when you get to do a lot of things and you don't see these things that you do, get to where you want to be, sometimes you get a bit disappointed. But I'm surprised that he's been doing this for over 40 years and he's still not tired. I told him, you have to retire. I think by next election, we'll get him to at least keep quiet and just rest.
How easy can you get people like Galadima to keep quiet? As long as his lungs and are working and breath is in him. Yeah. I don't see. I've known him for so many years.
He's always been like that.
Yeah, he's always been like that. Yes. Do you belong to the same political school of thought?
Sometimes. It depends.
Do you agree with his opinions, his political opinions?
Sometimes I do, but sometimes we argue on issues.
He thinks that the government you worked for was a failure.
Yes, so do other people.
Do you think so? That the Buhari government was a failure?
Not completely. There are some parts where I think they should have done better. I think they had a lot of wrong people at the wrong places. And, in politics, most politicians, they think that the people that really worked hard to make sure they put a government in place are being considered. There are a lot of capable people, competent people that you could, but we find ourselves in situations in Nigeria whereby you're a party member and you've worked so hard, you've sacrificed, you've been loyal, and then at the end of the day, they'll go and bring somebody from London, America, who doesn't have any clue what Nigerian situation is all about, and they give them, and usually they fail, you know. So there are some situations that have been of questionable, you know.
So you are not even proud of the Buhari government you worked for?
Actually, after, you know, sometimes when you finish something or when you're in the middle of something, you don't really get to see how you've done until you've assessed, you've finished, and you've assessed yourself, and you'll be like, oh my God, so I did this. And that comes with power. When you're in power and you don't have good people or people that actually have that vision with you, and they sometimes they mislead you. And then when you get out, you find yourself in situations, you'll be like, oh my God, I should have done this better. And I think there are a lot of regrets, you know. I wasn't really, yes, I served in the government, but not in a capacity where my performance will be assessed. So it's hard for somebody like me to say, oh, I regret. But there are some situations I'm like, no, we shouldn't have done this. You know, because I can't single myself out because I was part of the people that actually campaigned and believed in that government. So any failure on our part, I think I am one of the people that should be responsible for that. So yes, I have some regrets, definitely.
About the Buhari government?
Yes, I do.
But the cabal in the Buhari government, how terrible was it?
I heard it was quite terrible because you had to go and kneel down and do some things to get yourself favors and get yourself appointments and contracts and stuff.
And if you didn't do that, nothing?
Nothing. Look at me. You know, it wasn't that easy. And I can't go to anybody because of who I am. You know, it wasn't that easy for me. Naturally, they do not trust me. So I just took it like that, and I was just there.
And so I was asking you about Professor Shibajo. How, because there are those who say it was so embarrassing that literally small people in the office of the president literally subjugated the vice president.
I think so. I think he had so much more to offer, but the opportunities, he wasn't really
given the opportunity to exhibit his potentials.
Yes, because there were a few times where he, you know, did some things and people saw the difference. You know, especially when he was acting president, when he was in charge of, you know, situations, there were times that you could see that, oh, really, if this guy is allowed, he could have done, you know, better. So I think there were some forces that did not really allow him to be who if they had allowed him to be what he wanted to do, I think he would have done better.
Are you seeing the APC?
Yes, I am. But I mean, APC, in Hausa they say APC Tagumi.
What does that mean?
Watch and see. I do understand. I've never been happy since I've been in APC, but you don't see me forming stuff. Maybe you should try and change it. But the thing is, I think I just do not even understand. I'm yet to understand why all this is all about, because I believe that everything has time. And during your own time, what did you do? What policies did you really push forward for the people?
So the Malamis and co who are agitating in the APC, joining the coalition, you don't agree with them?
Not completely. I'm not convinced with their argument. They've spent 8 years in power. And this is just 2 years. You know, I'm not supporting anybody. I'm not happy either way. You know, I'm not happy with the way things are going. Things are really hard, especially now. You know, every morning you open your phone, people are asking you to help them, you know, just to feed for the next meal. You know, so I really want to understand what really it is they're fighting for.
You are one of those who helped, in your little way, helped to form the APC.
Yes.
But the last 8 years of Buhari, 2 years of Bola Tinubu, 10 years in total, are you proud of what you helped to form?
No, I'm not.
Would you describe the last 10 years as a failure to this country?
You know, if you, for example now, if you're not in the position of power, you will never understand. But when you go in, you will understand the real damage. And there's some forces, for example, if you really want to make a change and make a difference, there's some forces that always pulls you down. Even within us, you know, there are people, for example, now you bring a policy that will probably ease the expensive living conditions of Nigerians. But somebody somewhere will decide, oh no, what's my cut? What do I have to get in it? What do I have to benefit? But we fail to understand that anything that happens to person A in the north or in Bama will still affect the person in Anambra. So any decision we make that is against the people will always come back to haunt us. So, and they fail to understand that we don't just look at what we can get now, but what the future will bring. So I'm really not happy. I thought APC was really ready for victory. We did not know how to manage victory, and I don't think we were ready for governance.
You ran for House of Reps.
Yes, I did, in 2015. I didn't have money to buy the votes.
That's how you lost.
Too broke to run.
But you're a daughter of Buba Galadima.
He doesn't have money.
Are you disappointed with the Tinubu government's performance?
A little bit. I am. Truly, I am. Because I feel like, for example, if a policy is going to be introduced that will affect the people, there should be something that should be replaced before that is being taken off. You can't just give birth to a child and the child will start running. You know, there are processes. They start sitting, crawling, you know, before they start the 1 step, 2 step and running. You know, you can't just remove something from people, and life is difficult.
Was that insensitive as far as you're concerned?
I think it's a bit insensitive. It is.
Do you think they can fix it?
They can, if they want to.
How?
They should get experts, people that know the job. And they should
and the people then, is it that they don't know the job?
No, they don't. Most of them don't.
The Tinubu cabinet?
Maybe out of the ministers, maybe 3, 4.
There's sound.
Yeah. So I don't think.
It's an empty cabinet, empty shell as far as you're concerned.
I really, at least during Buhari, sometimes I know who is who. Then if somebody tells me, oh, there's a minister, I'll be like, oh, he's a minister. You don't even know because you don't even hear about him. What do they do? And they complain that there's no funding, there's no money, so they can't do anything.
So the Buhari, in your own estimation, the Buhari cabinet is better than the Tinubu cabinet?
They are more or less the same. But Buhari's people, they had money. So at least they can be.
And they have freedom and independence.
Yes. But I feel like, you know, the moment you go to a minister and you say, oh, okay, I think this will be good, you'll be like, you know, we can't really do anything. I'm like, so you can't do anything about it. And really, they're not doing anything.
So the Tinubu ministers are just toothless ministers who don't have the capacity to perform. Have you given up on APC?
I'm just highly disappointed. Very disappointed. I actually thought that, you know, there are some places I can't go to. During Buhari's time, second tenure, they broke my windscreen. Because they said, oh, you promised us, now you're enjoying your inside car. You know, before, when you go to traffic lights, you see them begging, using their hands like this. Now they will knock on your window. Now they will snatch whatever it is that you have. So even if you think, oh, it doesn't affect me, it's coming. I am afraid of the storm that is coming.
There's a storm.
Oh yeah, there's a storm that is coming. You know, people
and it could consume the APC.
People will think that, oh, okay, it's the north. The north, they don't go to school. There's insecurity. If it blows up in the north, Nigeria is gone. So we have to fix it.
So APC is a difficult name to bear, a difficult party name, a title to bear in public now. Is that dangerous?
Yes, it is. Let me tell you, there was a reconciliation meeting we had at Women's Center for FCT APC members. I swear to God, I only saw one APC cap. People went there as APC people, but they did not go there for the government. They went there for the reconciliation so that they can see how relevant they can be. People are even scared. A lady called me last week. She said, we need to start a support group to start campaign for 2027. I said, so what do you want us to do? We should call women. I said, call women. You want to call women with me? I said, don't call me. What do you want me to tell them? I've already used my goodwill. I've already said, you know, what I'm supposed to say. What do you want me to go and tell them now? So that they will eat me and you. I said, no, go. I'm not doing. The coalition is not giving me that kind of confidence that when you look,
vibe is not
yes,
there.
it's not there, because when I look at the people, they're still the same people. So maybe they're just gathering us, maybe probably young people, to say, oh, okay, come, let's all come together. And then when we get there, we just leave you guys behind. And then you are left with your own, whatever future that you feel you have. So I'm not really convinced. And you know, I was at a point in my life, I was like, you know what, maybe this politics is just not for me. You know, because people like me, they don't really allow us to go far because we say our mind. And I'm not the kind of person that has a godfather. I don't go kneeling down, begging people, oh, do this for me. No, I don't do that. So maybe we'll see.
For over a decade, this has been the birthplace of innovation. Innocent Vehicles is a testament to resilience, employing international best practices to create more than just a car. Every vehicle here tells a story of durability, fuel economy and safety. Crafted with the African spirit, the Nigerian heart. These vehicles surrounding me embody the unique concept of regionalization, each one designed to cater to the tastes and preferences of our people. From the streets in Nigeria to the terrains of the Sahara, these vehicles are designed for our roads, for our people. This is more than a vehicle. It's a symbol of our progress, our resilience, our collective success story. Your feedback drives us to continuously innovate and improve. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.